Hello everyone, I'm Professor Harjeet Kaur from Commerce Department. Today we are going to start topic business environment. So first of all, we discuss what is business. Business means keeps one busy or occupied. It is a regular process of exchanging goods and services which involve risk and uncertainty. It is an economic activity which concern with production, distribution and exchange of goods and services with an objective of earning profit by satisfying unlimited wants of human being. So, the main purpose of a business is to create a customer and satisfy its need. As we know, the concept of the business is changing from time to time. Like in traditional concept, the purpose of the business is to earn profit through production and the marketing of a product, service, idea or information. But in modern concept, customer is considered as a king of market. So the primary objective is to satisfy customer need and the secondary objective is to maximize their profit. Now we have some common element, like the first one is it is an economic activity because it concern with production, distribution and exchange of goods and services. And the next one is concept of profit and income because the main aim of the business is to earn income or maximize their profit. So it is a basic element. And the last one is a customer and seller. Business cannot survive without the customer and seller. Next we understand concept of environment. Environment refer all external factor which affect on the functioning of a business because business does not operate in vacuum. So basically environment determine its success or failure. So we can say that a business need to identify the environment and frame its policy according to the force which operate in its environment. So, the next we discuss the introduction to the business environment. It refers to all the external and internal factor such as economic factor, social culture factor, legal factor and the government which are uncontrollable nature and affect the business decision. So, the aggregate of all the conditions, events, influence that surround and affect it called business environment. Now we have some characteristics, like the first one is complex. It is a complex in nature. It is very difficult to understand its impact as it is governed by external factor. A second one is dynamic. Business environment is a dynamic nature as it's keep on changing, like change in consumer preference, consumer taste, economic and the government policy and technology. Or we can say that a business environment is a sum total of internal and external factor and also called a combination of the direct and the indirect force. And the last one is uncertain. It is a very difficult to predict the change of the business environment. For example, fast change take place in the IT or the fast change take place in a fashion industry. So, the next we have why to study a business environment. The study of a business environment is a very important aspect because through this we analyze competitor strategy and we can interact with the environment and it help the organization in developing the broad strategy and the long term policy so that they can survive in environment or in market. So next we discuss the component of a business environment. A different environmental variable exist internally and externally to the business environment or the business enterprise. Environmental variable have a positive or negative influence on an enterprise. So the business environment consists two sub environments or we can say that the two types, like the internal environment and the second one is external environment. So the internal environment means the factor that exist inside the organization. It can be easily controllable as they occur within the organization. For example, it include 5 M's, like the first one is man, second one is machine, third one is mission, fourth one is money, and the last one is a marketing resources. Now we discuss what is external environment. External environment consists the factor that exist outside the business and also beyond our control. For example, company has almost no control over the national income, or we can say that a company has a no control over the government policy. So the next we have two type of the external environment. Like the first one is a macro, that is called the operating environment, and the second one is a macro, that is called a journal environment. A mutual relationship exists between these environment. So now we discuss what is a micro and what is a macro. The micro environment consists of the force close to the company that affects its ability to serve its customer, like the companies, the supplier, the marketing channel firms, the customer market, competitor, and the publics. And the macro environment consists a larger society force that affect the whole micro environment, because we know that the macro means a wider term. So in this we include a demography, economic, natural, technological, political, and the cultural force. So these are the basic component of the business environment that affect our business. So we can say that there is a very important relation between the business and environment. Business is a product of the technological, legal, and economic or social culture factors, and the environment is closely related with the business. There is a constant give and take relation between the business environment, as a business and environment affect each other, because in this we can exchange our resources and give it back in the form of the output that help the customer to satisfy their needs and wants. Or we can say that in this we can exchange a lot of information that help the customer to identify their needs, and we can provide lots of opportunity to the businessman. So the business environment is a very important aspect for every business, for their survival and for their goodwill, or we can say that for their profit earning purpose. Thank you.